Is it time to buy or sell Bausch Health Companies stock? In this video, we will explore Bausch Health Companies in depth. Our initial report was published on our website on Friday, the 15th of August, 2025, and now we are here to provide you with an even more detailed analysis. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to stay updated on our latest analysis. You do not want to miss any crucial updates that could impact your investments. Enhance your trading decisions by trying our newly launched AI stock analysis tool, powered by GPT-4 at StockInvest.us. Tap into the power of AI and receive free price predictions and deep analysis for any one among 45,000 companies worldwide today. Please note that this video is for informational purposes only and should not be considered as financial advice. Since the 11th of August, 2025, our system has ranked Bausch Health Companies as a hold accumulate, assigning it a score of 0. Let's examine the stock's performance during this time frame. Throughout this period, the stock has exceeded our expectations, achieving a gain of 25.23% since we first suggested purchasing Bausch Health Companies 5 days ago. This equates to an average return of 5.05% per day since it was designated as hold accumulate. A score of 0 indicates that our system predicts significant volatility and risk for the upcoming trading day. Given the recent developments, we cannot confidently predict the stock's next direction, as it may go either way. The stock is positioned in the upper part of a very wide and strong rising trend in the short term. This typically presents a favorable selling opportunity for short-term traders, as a reaction back towards the lower part of the trend can be anticipated. A breakout above the upper trend line at $8.35 would initially indicate an accelerated rate of increase. Currently, the 3-month trend suggests a potential change of approximately 41.72% over the next 3 months, with a possible return ranging between 3.77% and 41.87%. Looking at the longer term, our 12-month analysis indicates a projected change of negative 23.33%. Based on our calculations, the stock's performance could fluctuate between negative 69.42% and negative 27.40% over the next year. In current terms, this would suggest a future price somewhere between $2.55 and $6.05. Our latest daily update for Bausch Health Companies includes the headline, "Volatile Ride for Bausch Health Companies Incorporated Stock Price on Friday, moving between $7.65 and $8.69. The Bausch Health Companies Incorporated stock price gained 11.05% on the last trading day, which was Friday, the 15th of August, 2025, rising from $7.51 to $8.34. It has now gained for 5 consecutive days. It will be interesting to see whether it can continue this upward trend or take a short pause in the coming days. During the last trading day, the stock fluctuated 13.53%, with a day low at $7.65 and a day high of $8.69. The price has risen in 7 of the last 10 days and is up by 46.06% over the past 2 weeks. Volume has increased on the last day alongside the price, which is a positive technical indicator, with a total of 6 million more shares traded than the previous day. Overall, 9 million shares were bought and sold for approximately $74.25 million. Over the past 52 weeks, the highest price of the stock was $9.85, and the lowest price was $4.25. Currently, the price is 15.33%, or $1.51, below the 52-week high, and 76.03%, or $26.46, below the all-time high on the 9th of March, 2021, when the price reached $34.80. Bausch Health is drawing attention this week, following a series of events that have led to significant trading activity and renewed interest from investors. The company reported mixed results for the second quarter. Revenue increased by approximately 5% to around $2.5 billion, and adjusted EBITDA showed growth, marking the 9th consecutive quarter of improvements in both top-line revenue and EBITDA. However, earnings per share and normalized earnings per share fell short of some expectations. Management indicated plans to utilize cash to repay approximately $900 million of debt after the end of the quarter, Yet debt continues to be a significant concern. Net debt is in the low double-digit billions, and reductions in the near term have been slow. Strategically, Bausch has agreed to acquire Durect for about $63 million to enhance its pipeline with larsucosterol, a late-stage candidate for alcohol-related liver disease, which could become a substantial source of long-term revenue if approved. Market activity intensified in August, and today, a prominent investor increased a substantial net long position, accompanied by changes in the board, signaling confidence from investors and potential shifts in governance. In the short term, the combination of activist buying, a merger and acquisition catalyst, and stronger revenue and EBITDA momentum could drive further rallies and reduce short interest. Expect some volatility as the market processes the nuances of earnings and debt strategies. Looking further ahead, successful commercialization of liver assets and disciplined debt reduction could support a higher valuation, while ongoing high leverage and any challenges in cost control or research and development commercialization could limit potential gains. Analyst ratings. On Wednesday, the 23rd of October, 2024, it was reported that RBC Capital assigned BHC a sector perform grade with a hold action. On Thursday, the 1st of August, 2024, it was reported that Piper Sandler assigned BHC an underweight grade with a downgrade action. On Wednesday, the 10th of July, 2024, it was reported that Raymond James assigned BHC a market perform grade with an initialize action. On Monday, the 29th of April, 2024, it was reported that Piper Sandler assigned BHC a neutral grade with a hold action. On Monday, the 8th of April, 2024, it was reported that Cowen & Company assigned BHC a hold grade with a hold action. Analysts have assigned a general sell rating to Bausch Health Companies stock. They categorize the price-to-earnings ratio as sell and the price-to-book ratio as strong sell. Regarding return on investment, the analysts have provided the stock with a neutral rating. The following signals have been identified for Bausch Health Companies. The Bausch Health Companies Inc. stock shows buy signals from both short-term and long-term moving averages, indicating a positive outlook for the stock. Additionally, there is a general buy signal based on the relationship between the two averages, as the short-term average is above the long-term average. Should there be any downward corrections, support can be expected at levels of $6.88 and $6.56. A drop below either of these levels would trigger sell signals. A buy signal was generated from a pivot bottom point on Friday, the 1st of August, in the year 2025, and so far, the stock has appreciated by 46.06%. Further increases are anticipated until a new top pivot is established. Moreover, a buy signal has emerged from the 3-month moving average convergence divergence, or MACD. Volume is increasing alongside the price, which is considered a positive technical indicator. Here are some additional signals that may interest you. Moving average convergence divergence indicates a buy signal. Pivots. A buy signal was noted 11 days ago. Bollinger Bands. A buy signal was detected 10 days ago. The short-term moving average. A buy signal was indicated 6 days ago. The long-term moving average also showed a buy signal 6 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages suggested a buy signal 3 days ago. When we examine the 12-month chart, we observe the short moving average, a buy signal, was identified 6 days ago. The long-term moving average showed a sell signal 12 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages indicated a buy signal 32 days ago. For more signals, be sure to visit our page at StockInvest.us. Support, risk, and stop loss for Bausch Health Companies. On the downside, the stock finds support just below today's level from accumulated volume at $7.66. There is a natural risk involved when a stock is testing a support level. If this level is broken, the stock may then fall to the next support level. In this case, Bausch Health Companies Incorporated finds support just below today's level at $7. If this level is breached, the next support from accumulated volume will be at $6.66 and $6.38. This stock may experience significant movement throughout the day, indicating high volatility, and the wide prediction interval from the Bollinger Band categorizes this stock as high risk. Over the past day, the stock fluctuated by $1.04 between its high and low, reflecting a 13.53% change. For the last week, the stock has exhibited a daily average volatility of 10.06%. Before we dive into the potential trading levels for Bausch Health Companies, let's briefly go over some key fundamental data. First, we have the price-to-earnings ratio, commonly known as the PE ratio. This important metric measures a company's current share price in relation to its earnings per share. This is a relatively standard PE ratio, often observed in companies with established histories or predictable revenue streams. Additionally, the next earnings report for the third quarter of 2025 is anticipated on the 29th of October, 2025. Analysts' consensus estimates are set at $1.12. It's important to monitor these figures as they can significantly influence stock prices. Now let's discuss some potential day trading levels for Bausch Health Companies. There is no significant resistance from accumulated volume above, which means the stock could move upwards swiftly under the right conditions. In this scenario, you may consider entering a position and use volume as a guide for when to exit. On the downside, Bausch Health Companies encounters its first support level at $7. If this support level holds, it could serve as a good entry point, with the potential for a rebound. The combined average rating for Bausch Health Companies from multiple analyst sources is to sell. Now, let us examine some recent insider trades. On the 14th of August, 2025, Paulson John made an insider purchase of 34,721,118 shares of common stock with no par value. On the same day, Paulson and Company Inc. made an insider purchase of 0 shares of common stock without par value. On the 13th of August, 2025, Paulson John made an insider purchase of 86,409 shares of common stock with no par value. On the 12th of August, 2025, Paulson John made an insider purchase of 1,156,640 shares of common stock with no par value. On the 11th of August, 2025, Paulson John made an insider purchase of 2 million shares of common stock with no par value. Based on the 100 most recent insider trades, we have determined that the insider power is positive with a ratio of 98.369. In total, insiders acquired 47,722,746 shares and sold 524,998 shares in the last 100 trades. Our recommended stop loss is set at $8.03, reflecting a decrease of 3.66%. This stock exhibits significant daily fluctuations, which introduces a high level of risk. Additionally, there is a buy signal from a pivot bottom that was identified 10 days ago. Is Bausch Health Companies stock a good buy? Bausch Health Companies Inc. presents several positive indicators. However, we do not consider these sufficient for a buying recommendation. At this time, it is advisable to view this stock as a hold candidate, which means maintaining or accumulating shares while awaiting further developments. After assessing the volatility and movements during the last trading day, our analysis indicates that the current price is overvalued. For trading on Monday, the 18th of August, we anticipate that Bausch Health Companies will open lower by 11.5 cents, starting at $8.23. We would like to remind you that trading carries a significant risk of financial loss. It is advisable to consult with a financial advisor before making any decisions regarding the purchase or sale of securities. Your investment choices should not rely solely on the information provided by StockInvest.us. By utilizing this information, you acknowledge and accept responsibility for your own investment decisions. This is our current view of the stock. Do you agree or disagree? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. What is your target for the stock? Remember to like and subscribe. We wish you successful trading and hope you have a beautiful day. With regards from all of us here at Stock Invest.